The blade began as an idea, nothing more a whisper in the mind of a lost mutant, forged from memory, pain, and a desperate desire for control. It's called the Soulsword. Most people, even those with a foot in the world of the uncanny, wouldn't recognize it by name. But for those who do, it's an artifact beyond compare, nestled into the heart of Marvel's strangest magic. Its tale begins with Illyana Rasputin, the younger sister of X-Mon Colossus, who was taken from the snowy plains of Russia and whisked into the infernal dimension of Limbo. Before Shidi ever reached adulthood, there she spent years in a realm where time and identity twisted, where demonic forces could devour you whole, body and soul. A child's mind couldn't survive it. But Illyana wasn't just any child, and her captivity turned her into something else, a sorceress, fueled by fury and fear, learned magic from Limbo's ruler, Belasco, but used his teachings against him. Nothing in Limbo was real, exactly not in the way the world outside is. It's operated on belief, on power filled with emotion. And when Illyana needed a weapon to challenge the demonic forces in her cruel teacher, she didn't search for a sword among the ruins. She made one manifesting an extension of herself, a blade pulled from the depths of her own soul. The first shimmer of it appeared in her hand, silver light in the endless twilight of Limbo. But make no mistake, the Soulsword isn't just steel. It's as if Illyana carved off a piece of her very essence, her purity, pain, and potential, and shaped it into an instrument of power. Every time she summoned it, the act changed her. Her blonde hair streaked darker. Horns and armor appeared the more she wielded the blade, the more Limbo itself crept into her, and the line between human and demon blurred. What exactly is the Soulsword? It's not a typical magical weapon. It doesn't cut flesh. In battle, if you were to try to block its swing with mere matter, you'd find it passing right through you, leaving no mark unless you were something more than mortal. The Soulsword is forged to wound the intangible. Magic, spirits, enchantments, demonic flesh. If your power comes from arcane sources, the Soulsword is anathema, wards and spells shredded, illusions and curses. It's unraveled at the swing of Illyana's hand. There's more. The sword responds to its wielder, and only those with magical potential, with Illyana's permission, can unsheath it. Over time, brief asides and alternate realities showed others picking up the blade. Every time, it warps them, marking the wielder with eldritch armor as the weapon remakes them in its own image. The blade is as much a key as it is a weapon, capable of opening and sealing gateways between realities. To hold the Soulsword, you risk something precious. The longer Illyana wields it, the more she becomes the thing she hates, the ruler of Limbo, demonic overlord in spite of herself. The sword's creation allowed her to seize Limbo's throne, but it chained her to the realm, to its responsibilities and temptations. The more she relies on it, the more she's marked. It persists, even when Illyana loses it. The sword endures, lingering after her apparent death or transformation, waiting for its next wielder. Kitty Pryde. Her best friend once held it in her absence. Others have tried. Each time, the sword binds itself to the will and soul of its new bearer, burning away weakness, but demanding a heavy price.
Ow.
There are versions of the future where the sword becomes an artifact of legend, changing hands, fueling wars for control over Limbo, and by extension, Earth. But for all its myth, the story circles back around to its origin. A weapon born of need, forged from pain and willpower. Illyana could have become just another victim. Instead, the act of making the Soulsword remade, her giving her both power and a prison. For a time she bent Limbo to her rules, but Limbo always pushes back. So that is the Soulsword, less an object than a manifestation of who Illyana is and who she fears she'll become. In a world of magic and mutants, it cuts through the veils others call reality. Forever a reminder that sometimes our greatest strength is forged from the parts of ourselves we are most afraid to touch.